Well, hello champions, hello champions, hello champions, and how are you today? Welcome back to Itsdawnywawnytime. I'm so glad that you tuned in to see what Donnie got up her sleeve for you all today. So, if you want to know what's going on today with Donnie, then just keep watching. Okay, yes, champions. So I am here today. I'm doing a collab video with the hashtag Team Support Club from the beautiful, lovely VANESSA of VIPB TV with VANESSA. She is the founder of hashtag Team Support. It's a support club for YouTube creators. Whether you are new to YouTube and just starting your channel, or you are a seasoned YouTube creator, you can always learn some tips and tricks from VANESSA. So I will leave all of her contact, well, not her contact information, but I will leave her channel name and a link to her channel in my description box. So there are a couple of us that are doing this tag. I am late doing my tag. I have a good reason, but we will discuss it on Chit Chat Sunday. But for now, we're going to get right on in to this video. Okay, so as I said, this is a get to know me tag for hashtag Team Support. There are 20 questions, and I am going to answer these questions just so that you guys can get to know me a little bit more personally, I should say, and just know some things that maybe you knew and maybe you didn't. So, the first question in this get to know me tag is, what is the meaning of your channel name? Well, Itsdawnywawnytime is my channel name, and Donnie is my nickname. It's a family nickname that my grandmother named me when she laid eyes on me for the very first time. She called me Donnie, and I was her Donnie. So for a very long time, the majority of my life, anyone that called me by the name Donnie, I knew that that was somebody that knew me. I mean, really knew me, like from my past, okay, growing up, so on and so forth. So that's where Donnie originates from. Now, it's Itsdawnywawnytime. It's just something that I just came up with. It just came to my head one day, and I threw it around to my son and my daughters, and I threw it around to my husband, and they were like, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. So Itsdawnywawnytime is just what I came up, because I'm Donnie from a little bitty thing to now I'm Donnie, and you're just gonna spend a little of your time with Donnie. So that's the meaning of my channel. The next question is, why did you pick your channel's name? I picked my channel's name because as a tribute to my grandma and my mom, who are both deceased. And I miss them so very much. So I just wanted to do something as a tribute to them so that my children and my grandchildren will never forget my mom and my grandma, their grandma and their great-grandma, okay? The next question is, why did you start YouTube? What or who inspired you? Okay, well, this is a question that goes along with the first two questions. I started my YouTube channel. I was sitting around the house one day, and it happened to be a particularly rough day for me. It was the anniversary of my grandmother's death. So I happened to be just sitting around the house and missing her so very much, missing my mom so very much, and wishing that I could hear their voice one more time. Wishing that I could see their little smile and the gestures that they made, and just look into their eyes one more time. So I had already been watching YouTube videos, makeup tutorials and DIYs and book clubs and how to fix certain things on your car and just stuff like that. Everything that I wanted to know or I had a question about, you know, dealing with some nature of that, I always went to YouTube to try to find, you know, a quick way to do it or a quick resolution. And so, as I said, I was sitting back on this one particular day wishing that I could hear their voices, and I decided that I would start a channel and that I wanted to do something for my children and my grandchildren. I wanted to leave a little piece of me behind for them so that when I'm gone away from this earth and they get to that moment where I was, where I wanted to hear my grandma and my mom's voice or see their face or see their gestures or just hear some type of wisdom from me to lead me or guide me into whatever it is that I had questions on, then my children and my grandchildren can just go to the web and go to YouTube and pull up my channel, and they'll see me live and in living color. And they'll learn how to cook those recipes that they're always asking me, Mama, what do I put in so-and-so? Mama, what do I need to buy to make so-and-so, so-and-so? It'll all be in YouTube, on the web, because they are techies. So, and personally, I don't think that the web is gonna go anywhere. So this way I will always be in living color for them. So that's the reason why I initially started my channel. And the inspiration that I had behind starting my channel, again, was my mom and my grandmom and just missing them. Just wanting to hear their voices. Had I known about had I known about YouTube at that time, and had I, you know, really been involved in trying to take video, document them on video, then I would have their voices. You know, I would have them in living color, moving around and laughing and living life the way that they did. But I'm not fortunate to have that. So I have pictures and I have my memories. But I just think just to hear their voices. So I want that from my children and my grandchildren, to be able to hear my voice, see my little quirkiness, hear my little old crazy made up songs. So that was the inspiration for my channel. Now, the next question is, how long have you been doing YouTube? I started my channel a year ago. It'll be a year on Martin Luther King Day 2017. So I have a couple weeks and I'll be having my year anniversary on the YT. Yes! And it has been an exciting year on the YT. I must say it has been a very exciting year on the YT. And I have not at one time been discouraged about my channel at all. That's not to say that somewhere along the line that I may get discouraged, somewhere along the line that I may get tired of it, but right now I have not been discouraged, and I think a lot of that plays into the fact that the reason why I originally started my channel in the first place. At the end of the day, no matter how many subscribers I get, no matter how many views I get, it's all about, for me, my legacy that I'm leaving for my family. And that's what's most important to me. So this is like me having fun. This is a place where I can come and be myself, be true to myself, and just be who I am and show all that I am. Because there's many facets to me, and y'all ain't even seen half of them. But there's many facets to Dawn, aka Itsdawnywawny, that my family sees. And so that's going to be part of my legacy with this channel, is to give this channel all of me, show all of me, so that they can say, "Ooh, I remember when Mama used to sing that old crazy song. It used to drive me nuts. Oh, man." But I sure do wish I could hear her sing that stupid song. And they can click on the video, and there I am, singing that old stupid song. Okay, so next question is, what do you dislike about YouTube? I would have to say the only thing that I have seen with YouTube is the ugliness that people can bring to their channels as well as to other people's channels. Just ugly spiritness, ugly messages, ugly comments. I just think that that's totally uncalled for, because in my opinion, I believe that the majority of the people on the YT that are making videos are not YouTube superstars. They don't have millions of views. They don't have millions of subscribers, even thousands of subscribers, the majority of them, I don't think. And so therefore, there's enough internet space, so to speak, for everybody. It's huge space. The space is like pie, okay? If y'all know, I'm talking about P-I, okay? So why do you have to be ugly? Why do you have to be mean-spirited? Why do you have to tear people down? Because they may be doing something that you don't agree with, or they may be doing a video on something that you don't like, or you may feel that they don't know how to put their makeup on, so you don't know why they doing videos, and so on and so forth, when it's not even about that. You know, everybody can just get along. There's enough YT, there's enough people watching videos for every creator out here, more than enough. You know, and I'm a firm believer in whatever you put into something is what you're going to get out of it. So if you don't put anything in, then you're not going to get anything out. If you don't put in positive energy, then you're not going to get positive energy back. So for those people that kind of like just go from video to video and channel to channel and want to be ugly, that is the part that I do not like with YouTube. And I really wish that they could do something to keep people from doing so much bullying and spiriting and spewing all of this negative energy across different channels. But other than that, I really like being on the YT. I have met some outstanding, phenomenal people. Folks that I never would have met in my normal travels, in my normal day-to-day life. I have built relationships. I am building relationships with people from different countries, from different states in the U.S., so on and so forth. So for me, that's really, really, really awesome. And it's a great feeling to know that there are people out there that are just like me. They just want to get on the YT, make their videos, you know, give you some decent content. Because we're amateurs. You know, a lot of us are amateurs, you know. And it takes a while to get in the groove and get your system going and just get it all to where you feel comfortable with what you're doing. And I'm at the point now, I've only been on the YT for a year, and I am just now starting to come into my own. Not to say that when I first came on here, I was trying to be like someone else. I've never done that, but I'm starting to feel more comfortable about my channel. I'm starting to know what direction I want my channel to go in. I mean, after all, you know, I do have you guys watching my videos. So I want to create content that you guys are interested in as well. So I just think that, well, I'm going to leave it at that. Those are just my thoughts, okay? So moving on to the next question. What do you do for a living? I am a legal assistant. I have my paralegal degree. So I do a lot of paralegal work. I do a lot of legal assistant work. But I have a dual role because I have my paralegal degree. So on my current job, I am not titled a paralegal. I'm titled a legal assistant, but the people that I work for know that I know paralegal work, so they give me paralegal work to do. But my career, because the current job that I'm currently in is not my career, is a paralegal. And I'm hoping to get back to that in 2017. Next question, what are your hobbies? My hobbies would be, I love to dance with my husband. So we go out and listen to jazz and live bands and dance, and we do bopping. We're from the bopping generation. And for those of you that are older, you may know what bopping is. Now they do stepping. R. Kelly made stepping very fashionable, but R. Kelly is from Chicago originally, and I grew up an hour and a half from Chicago, so I spent a lot of time in Chicago. And back in the day, we called it bopping. It's sort of like swing dancing, but yet it's swing dancing and two-step dancing, pretty much. But we called that bopping. But now R. Kelly put a different spin on it, and they call it stepping. So that's one of the things that I like to do. I like to read my magazines, my Essence magazine, my Vogue magazine, my Glamour magazine, my Time magazine. I do read books, but I'm not a big book reader. I like to read magazines. Another hobby that I have is I like to, well, of course I have I like beauty. I have a beauty channel, beauty and skincare. But another hobby that I have is, and I don't even know if I would call it a hobby really. It's just something that I've always done and something I've always enjoyed doing. And that's just bringing a smile to people's face and making them feel good. I'm this person. I'm this person where I can be anywhere. And if I see you walk past me or coming towards me, and I admire something that you're wearing, or I admire your hair, or I think you look very polished, or whatever, I will say, hey, rock it, girlfriend, you are rocking that hat. That's me. And people say, how can you do that? Well, it's simple for me to do because I know I enjoy compliments, and sometimes I feel low. You know what I'm saying? And just to have a stranger tell me that I'm rocking a hat and I got it going on, that's a beautiful hat, or I love that color lipstick, what color is it, yada, yada, yada. It lifts up spirits, and it's just not females. Men like it too, What kind of cologne you got on? Because you smell so doggone good. I'd like to get some of that for my husband. What kind of cologne is it? Believe me, they will share it with you, and they will do it with a smile. And so to see that brings me joy. So I guess you could say that that would be a hobby. Okay, next question. How does your hobbies or other interests impact YouTube? Well, because my hobbies are a part of me and they are who I am, and I'm trying to incorporate all of me and who I am into my channel. So one is going to come in to the other, so to speak. I guess, if I explain that okay. Okay, next question is, what is your family life like? Well, my family life consists of, it started with, I come up from a very small family. It's just my brother and I'm the oldest. And it's just the two of us. So my brother has a son, my nephew, Isaiah, who is an adult. And I have 4 children. You've already seen my oldest daughter and met her, Ishone. And then my next in line would be my youngest daughter. Her name is Anaya. And she is 30. She's 5 years younger than my oldest daughter. And then next in line would be my oldest son, Devon. He is 3 years younger than my youngest daughter. And then my baby is Demetrius, and he is 2 years younger than my oldest son. So, and then there's my husband, of course. So that's pretty much my family unit. Moving on to the next question. What is the last book you read? Oh, God. I don't even remember the last book I read. Because I'm a magazine reader. So I can't even remember the last book that I read. It's been a while. It's been a long while. The next question is, what is the last movie you watched? Well, I watched This Christmas, which is a brand new movie that's out. It's got Monique in it, and Danny Glover, and a bunch of other people. And it's a cute little movie. It's a real cute little movie. And then prior to that one, I watched, oh my goodness. I can't even think of the name of it, but it was about, it has Roseanne. Roseanne had a show back in the day. It was called Roseanne, and she was married to a guy in the show. Well, anyway, he plays in this movie, and I can't. Hold on. Okay, I had to stop the video and go ask my husband what the name of the movie is. The name of the movie is 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's a very, very, very good movie. And y'all need to go check it out, because it's good. It's real good. So that was the last movie that those were the last movies that I watched. The next question is, what size shoe do you wear? Fit'ems. I wear fit'ems. I'm at the age where I want fit'ems. Whatever fits, feels good, and don't hurt my feet. That's what I'm going to put on my feet, baby. I know y'all saying, this woman is crazy as I'll get out. But hey, you know what? I have done the stilettos. I have done, oh God, I have done every shoe that has come out since since I was born, since I was, started wearing shoes. Actually, I used to wear Buster Brown hard bottom shoes. That's what I had on my feet as a toddler. Buster Brown hard bottom shoes. Some of y'all out there that season, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Buster Brown hard bottom shoes. Now they have stride rights, but they're not really hard bottoms. Buster Brown, man, you could clock a person out. You kick somebody or you step on somebody's feet with Buster Brown hard bottom shoes on as a kid, and their foot is gonna hurt, or their toe is gonna hurt for a day or two. It's gonna be sore as heck. That's the kind of shoes that I was a toddler wearing. And then from there, I went into like desert boots. Any of y'all remember desert boots? Yeah, desert boot was a big thing. And then they call them Chuck Taylors now, but back in my day, we called them Converse. That's all they was Converse. And then from there, I went into heels as a teenager, and I mean, I wore them as high as the sky and as skinny as a toothpick, okay? And I grew up in the wintertime, it was snow and ice. And I had them on, honey. Yes, I did. But now, fit'ems. Okay? Whatever fit my foot and feel good, that's what I'm wearing. Should be around a 9, 8.5 or 9, but whatever feel good. If a 9.5 feel good, then that's what I'm wearing. If a 10 feel good, then that's what I'm wearing. It don't really matter. So somewhere between an 8.5 and a 10, that's what size I wear, as long as it's a fit'em. Feel good, okay? And don't hurt my feet. Okay, moving on. Do you purchase your snacks at the movies or sneak them in? Okay, when we used to go to the movies, okay, we snuck them in. But my husband likes to drive in. Yeah, we have one drive-in in our city. And he likes to drive in. So, therefore, we don't have to sneak nothing in. You can take to the drive-in whatever you want to take. But I tell you, we have the best doggone time going to the drive-in, because We sit out, we take our chairs, we have our cooler, we have our snacks. You know, the only time we go in the building is to use the bathroom, but we're not the only ones. So you got a car on this side, you got a car on this side, you got a car in front of you, you got a car in back of you. Before the end of the movies, and besides that, y'all, at our drive-in, you get to see 2 movies for the price of 1. So, yeah, that's another reason why my husband likes to drive-in. But everybody sitting outside in their lawn chairs, or sitting on top of the car, or sitting on the ground on their blankets and stuff. Everybody got their coolers and their snacks. You know what I'm saying? So we sit out there and we talking and laughing like we at the house with people that we just met. You know, but we have so much fun. And every time we go, we meet different people. You know, my husband and I both are people. People persons. People. I guess I'm saying it right. But we like talking to folk, okay? We've never met stranger. Never met a stranger, my husband and I. So we just love going to the drive-in. So no, we don't sneak them in, because we go to the drive-in. Okay, so then the next question is, what is your favorite movie of all time and why? I got a couple favorite movies. Okay. So I like gangster movies. I like any type of gangster movie. So you talking about The Godfather? That's one of my favorites. Scarface? That's one of my favorites. I love documentaries. Any type of documentary, historical documentary. I love any type of miniseries. I love those. And then, so we got Scarface, and we have The Godfather, and we have historical documentaries. And then we also have my favorite movie, I would have to say, of all time. Well, it's 2 more. These are my 2 favorite. I can do without seeing The Godfather and Scarface. I can. But the 2 movies that I cannot go without seeing, the first one is Imitation of Life with Lana Turner. And the second one is It's a Wonderful Life. That comes on every Christmas Eve. Now, I own the CD to both of these. But those are my 2 all-time favorite. And the reason why is because It's a Wonderful Life is a very humbling movie. And it's in black and white. And it's all about a young man growing up, and the only thing he wants to do is get out of this small town and go see the world. And it ends up being that he doesn't get out of that small town because of things that happen. And he hates the fact that he doesn't get to go because he sacrifices and lets his brother go and, you know, go off to college because they didn't have enough money for both of them, and so on and so forth. And so it ends up being that he ends up staying in this little town. And he hates being in this town. And then he ends up wishing that he was dead, and what you know, the world would be better without him. And so there's an angel that comes to make him see the light. And when he sees the light, he realizes that this was the place that he was supposed to be all along. So I love that warm, fuzzy feeling that that movie gives me every time I watch it. It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. I think, yeah, Jimmy Stewart. And then Imitation of Life. The reason why I like that movie so much, I'm looking at my time here, is because it's about a young lady that's sort of like in the same position. She's caught between who she really is and who she wants to be. And she's conflicted. And so because of this confliction that she has within herself, she takes her mother through a bunch of trial and tribulation, and she's very ugly acting to her mom, and because she wants to be something that she will never be because of what she is. Okay? And so in the end, it makes full circle, and she understands everything that happened for a reason, you know. And she it's like a coming, I won't say a coming of age, more to me like a coming of mentality maturity. And again, she gets it. But at the end, it's too late. And it will make you cry. Every time I watch that movie, y'all, I cry. And I mean, I have seen that movie all my life because that movie was one of my mom's favorites and one of my grandmother's favorites. And we would watch it together. And every time I watch it, I still cry. It's such a touching story. So for anyone that has not seen The Imitation of Life with Lana Turner, you need to go check it out. It's a very, very good movie, and it will touch your heart. Okay, moving on. How would you describe your personality? Okay, well, my personality is, first of all, I'm an alpha female. Secondly, I am an outgoing person. I am a people person. I am a no-nonsense type of person. That would be my personality in a nutshell. I'm not one to, if you will work with me, I will work with you. But if you want to bring me some crap, I'm not taking your crap. And I'm getting ready to send you on your happy way because I'm not taking your crap. That's just who I am. You know, I call it like I see it. And sometimes I can be a bit harsh. See, y'all don't get to see all of this, but I'm just answering the questions, you know, and I'm true to myself always, okay? Always, to thine own self be true. So I'm just answering questions. I just don't have patience for crap and BS. I just don't. And I am not a drama queen. I don't like drama. My life is drama free. And I've always been a person that didn't like drama. I am very secure in who I am, and I'm very confident in who I am. And so therefore, growing up, I always had problems with other girls because of I'm not insecure. I'm very secure in who I am, and I'm very confident in who I am. And so I have come to learn that females just don't like me. If they don't like me, it's because they have some insecurities about themselves. Because females that are fine with who they are and love themselves and are confident in themselves, we don't have a problem getting along. You know, so, but I strive to stray away from all of that. I have always had more male friends than female friends because me and the females will have friction a lot of times because of my personality, which is very outgoing and people oriented, and I'm an alpha female and a no nonsense type of individual. So a lot of people have a problem with that, and sometimes they feel threatened. But there's no reason to be threatened by anyone that feels confident in themselves, or anyone that is very secure in who they are, or anyone that loves themselves and accepts themselves for who they are. There's no reason to be intimidated by a person like that, because what I've come to learn, and the people that I know that are like me, they are some of the most loving people and warm people that I have ever met in my life. And they would give me the shirt off of their backs. So, you know, just don't judge a book by its cover. I guess that's the, you know, moral to that story. Okay, moving on. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is authentic Mexican food and authentic Italian food. It doesn't matter, no particular dish. Authentic Mexican, it's got to be authentic. And authentic Italian, it's got to be authentic. Authentic Mexican and authentic Italian food is the bomb to me. I mean, it just gets my juices flowing. Ooh! Okay, moving on. I don't know what the next question was supposed to be, because for some reason I didn't get it. So I just said, what is your least favorite food? My least favorite food in this entire world would be chitlins. Don't fool with them. Don't mess with them. Don't want to eat them. Don't want them near my food. don't want to smell them, don't do chitlins. And I am I cook a lot of stuff that I don't eat. Like, I don't do seafood, but I can cook the heck out some seafood. Gumbo, jambalaya, seafood mix, fried fish, broiled fish, baked fish. I can cook all that, but I don't eat seafood. I just don't have a taste for seafood. But chitlins, I can't deal with that. No way, no how, never. You hear me? Okay, what is your favorite snack? I really never had a favorite snack, but here recently, like within the last month or so, I have gotten hooked on Snickers. Not just any Snickers. It's got to be the little bite-sized Snickers. The little individual things that come individually wrapped in our little square piece. I have gotten hooked on them things, and that's not good because I've gained weight, you know what I'm saying? But I have never been a Snicker person, you know. But I have gotten hooked on those things this last month. I'm trying to wean myself off. I probably need to detox and go to rehab. Snicker rehab. To get off the doggone things. Okay, what is your favorite ice cream? My favorite ice cream is not an ice cream. It's custard. Custard is very thick. And it's very flavorful. And when I grew up eating custard, we would make homemade custard. Just churning it. Now they have ice cream makers where they're electric. But back in my day, they didn't have electric. If they did, we didn't own it. We had to churn. So everybody took turns churning that custard, you know. And so it starts out as ice cream because ice cream is much more thinner and much more milkier. But custard is made with cream, heavy cream. And so you just churn. Everybody would take their turn. It would take you all day to get like a half a gallon of custard. But that is my all-time favorite. And then the final question, guys, is would you cry if your pet died? Yes. I don't currently have any pets because we're empty nesters and we kind of like don't want to have nothing that we're responsible for at this point. Somewhere down the line, we probably will get a dog because I do want a dog. But right now, my husband is like, oh no, we just finally emptied out the house and we're just going to be, and we don't want no more. No. You get a dog, who going to watch the dog when we go travel? Who going to watch the dog when we do this? Who going to watch the dog when we do that? So right now, we're just enjoying not having any responsibilities, just being spontaneous and being able to just get up and go and get up and do. But I did have a dog one time that was hit by a car. His name was Nico. And Nico was my buddy. Ooh, Nico was my buddy. I have no idea what kind of dog Nico was. Nico was what I call a mutt dog. Many different breeds. But Nico was about the size. He was about this tall. He was about that long. And all he liked to do, he liked to run around. He liked to run in the front yard. And he would get real low to the ground. And he'd hit the curve going around the yard. And his little feet would just be going like this. And I'd be like, hey, get it, Nico. Get it, Nico. Get it, Nico. And Nico would be running. He'd be running, man. And he happened to run out in the street. And this guy was coming flying down the neighborhood street in a Corvette, a white Corvette. And he hit my dog. And when I went and got my dog, his whole eye was out of his socket. And I just looked at him and I said, you hit my dog. Why would you be going 100 miles an hour down a residential neighborhood street where it's full of children? And you just hit my dog. You just hit my dog. And that hurt me so, so bad, you know. But again, what God puts on this earth is only temporary. So you have to go through your process of mourning, and then you have to get back to living because your time too is going to come where you leave this earth. So we buried him in the backyard and kept it going, honey, but that hurt me so bad. But he ran over my dog. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So that's it, guys. That's the hashtag team support get to know me tag. That's the final question. And I hope y'all enjoyed just learning and hearing some different things about me. I hope you found out something that you didn't previously know, okay? And I hope you still like me after finding out some stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. To all of my new champions, welcome to Itsdawnywawnytime. Welcome to the family of champions. To my ride or die, y'all know how I feel about you. Thank you so very much for always tuning in and watching my videos and giving me views and leaving comments. And if you have any ideas or any future videos, so we got a lot coming down the line, guys. We got a lot. My next video coming up is actually going to be about, well, it's coming down the line in the next couple of days. It's actually going to be about the goals for my life and for my channel, and I just got so many different things that I want to do. So stay tuned for future videos. Y'all don't forget that the giveaway is currently going on. I will post somewhere up here, link somewhere up here, the video showing you what I'm giving away this week. Again, it will be given away on Monday the 2nd because the holiday, New Year's Day, is on the 1st, and that's a Sunday. I don't want to tie y'all up. We're trying to get over here and see who won and if you won and this, that, and the other thing. So y'all come on and y'all enter these giveaways because I really need to get rid of this stuff. I really do. I really do. So until the next video, y'all be safe, y'all be happy, y'all be kind, y'all be loving. Mwah. Smooching.